Okay, so our product of today is the One Touch Fresh, and I have three of them. Their sizes 1, 2 and 3, which is 540 mils, 1.1 litres and 1.8 litres. That compares very similarly to our Space Saver ovals. The Space Saver ovals we can only currently get in a set. We can't get them singly, where we can buy these singly. And I also put together some sets of these for those who might want to build a collection in the meantime, because I'm hoping we'll get some sets of it later on. So the difference is, what you'll see here is that these are slightly taller, they're slightly wider, so you've got a nice clear panel here so you can see what's in them really easily. And when you turn them side by side, the depth of these is slightly longer than these. These will fit inside the fridge door, which is very exciting because we have a solid lid, which means that they're liquid tight as well, which of course the Space Saver ovals weren't. So just to go through these then, we have a solid lid, a nice grey colour, so it's not going to show the dust or flour or whatever you might dust onto it. But what is lovely about them is they're so easy to open and close. So we have a tab here on the front, so to open them you just grab the tab and pull it up, and then to close them there's a little symbol in the middle and you just press in the middle and they're closed. Simple as that. So you can do that with your fingers, with the heel of your hand, or maybe even your elbow if you've got sore fingers, for example. So the other thing I've noticed is, because I've only got three of these, I've taken some pictures of different things inside them so that you can see what fits into which size, is they're also really easy to clean. They're nice and rounded inside, and because they're slightly wider, they are really easy to clean out. So what I'll do next is to show you what fits inside them and the sorts of things that you can use them for. Okay, so starting with size 1, which is the 540ml container. These are just a few things that I bought in my shopping yesterday to give you an idea of what fits into this size container. So we've got 200 grams of pecans, we've got 200 grams of walnuts, we have 350 grams of jelly babies, my husband's favourite, we've got 40 tea bags, and 500 grams of orzo pasta, so rice would be very similar because it's the same size. Then we've got some bay leaves, we have next some leftover chicken, that's virtually half a chicken, and we've got some cooked ham, and we have some apple pie that was left over, and also a packet of grated mozzarella cheese. So those were just a few things that fit into the smallest size, and as you can see, it's a really versatile container, and that it's not just used for dry goods like we used to with the Space Saver ovals, but you can use it for things that you're going to store in the fridge. But not only that, you can use it for hobbies, so for sewing, for crafting, for all those sorts of things. Maybe taking snacks in the car, putting a sandwich to take for lunch. You could put pills in it. You could take things on holiday in it that you want to keep from spilling into your luggage. They're ideal for things like camping and caravanning because they're not too big. So I think that's why this size is really exciting. Okay, so next up we have size 2, or the equivalent to the old size 2 in Space Saver ovals, which holds 1.1 litres. So in this size we have a kilo of orzo or rice, we have 500 grams of slightly larger shell pasta, we have a kilo of granulated sugar, we have 80 tea bags, we have a 200-gram large jar of coffee, and we also have the coffee mate to go with it. Then we have 180 grams of marshmallows that my children put on their hot chocolate, some treats for the dogs, and a 200-gram pack of crackers, a couple of packets of my grandchildren's favourite Jaffa cakes. So that was size 2, basically double the size of size 1. So it allows you to store slightly larger items or larger volumes of the things that we had in size 1. And so on to the largest size that we have now, which is the 1.8 litre or size 3. And in this container we've got 2 packets of chocolate biscuits. We've got a whole packet of self-raising flour, 1.5 kilo bag. We've got a kilo of pet biscuits. We've got an assortment of wrapped chocolate biscuits. And we've got 200 grams of tortilla chips. So that was size 3, the 1.8 litre, which is the largest. So I hope that gives you an idea of the sorts of things that you can fit in each of these sizes. And if you find that these are ever not in use, which I doubt, but if you do, they do stack really nicely, because what we recommend is that you start with the smallest one and you put that in the bottom, and then the next size and the next size, so they take up the least room. But the other thing that's different about them is if you're the sort of person who's always losing lids, the lids will clip together. So you literally stack the lids together and then they will stay together in your cupboard.